not crazy. I know he swapped those numbers. I knew it was 12-16. One after Magna Carta, as if I could ever make such a mistake. Never. I just couldn't prove it. He covered his tracks. He got that idea that the copy shop the life on him. You think this is something? You think this is bad? This chicanery, he's the worst. That billboard. Are you telling me that a man just happens to fall like that? No, he orchestrated that Jimmy. He defecated through a sunroof. And I said, man, I shouldn't have. I took him into my own farm. What was I thinking? He'll never change. He'll never change. Ever since he was 9, always the same. Couldn't keep his hands out of the cash drum roll. But not a Jimmy. Couldn't be brisk as Jimmy. Still and I'm blind when he gets to be alone, dog. What a sick joke. I should've stopped him when I had the chance. And you had to stop him,
Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're talking about Better Call Saul again, Season 3 this time, and wow, what a season. My god, the uptake in the episode quality is there for sure, and I cannot wait for everything that is to come. I'm sorry, but I don't think that this is going to be a very long review here. You know how good it is if you've seen this show. Spoiler warning, by the way, I am full spoilers on this. We get the reintroduction to Gus, one of the higher players in Breaking Bad, and it was fantastic to see Giancarlo Esposito back. He just kills it every time. Okay, the suspicious man that sells chicken and just doesn't breathe. The episode chicanery, my god. Alright, that mid-season finale, I'm assuming it must have been a mid-season finale the way that that episode ended. It was huge. I love everything leading up to it. I'm enjoying it just being a lawyer TV show. I like a lot of the legal ambiguity on whether what Jimmy did is a crime in placing the battery on Chuck ahead of time. The more you read into legally what you can and can't do in that situation, the more interesting it is. The writing throughout not just that episode, but the entire season is fantastic as always. It's just amazing. The episode chicanery was just fantastic. The anticipation, waiting for that reveal of whatever it is that Chuck had on him to freak out about and then have his breakdown. And, you know, it was placed on him by no one else other than Huel himself, the most underrated character in the Breaking Bad universe. I also love the argument that Chuck shouldn't have felt anything because there was no active current running through the battery, it wasn't plugged in. Adding to the evidence that he is not allergic to electricity, this is him reacting to something that he shouldn't be. It is interesting the more you read into whether that battery really should be providing a current or not. The show is expertly written and done. That attention to detail just shows how well thought out it was. When this show goes full lawyer, I absolutely love it. I would even put it up right next to Daredevil on the lawyer scenes. Maybe even a notch above, but I would have to go back and be refreshed on Daredevil to make that accurate comparison. The show still does suffer from a little bit of an identity crisis. 1 second it is that lawyer show, but then it is all about drug cartels and what Mike is up to. And I'm sure that these worlds will more naturally bleed together in the later seasons, hopefully. But the show's general identity crisis is better than it has been in the last 2 seasons. Jimmy butchering the Sandpiper residents' case. I mean, him turning the old ladies against each other, that broke my heart, man. I really felt that. Elder law is over for that man. The whole subplot of Hector being taken out by having his pills switched out by Nacho is also really good. And with the pills finally being switched, Hector is probably hospitalized, and this might be how he becomes the way he is, how we see him in Breaking Bad. I'll find out in the coming seasons when I catch up with you guys. I also love that we start to see the beginning of Saul Goodman in the commercials for making commercials.
Sorry about that.
It's always fun to see him, and I love how tacky the commercials are. They're as amateur as the things that I do. And to bring it back to chicanery, Chuck, his credibility is finished. He is then bought out of his firm, out of Howard's own pocket to get rid of him. The man's been confronted with the truth that you aren't allergic to electricity, this is in your head. But because in his head he believes that he is allergic to electricity, it is causing him physical discomfort still. And the man goes off the deep end. He gets rid of every electronic in his house. He keeps checking the meter. There's still electricity somewhere in the house. He thinks he hears it in the walls and starts tearing the entire place down before smashing the meter. And the show leaves us with the shot of him kicking the lamp over and setting fire to his house. My god, I cannot wait to see where that goes. I hope we get some serious payoff to that in season 4 and it's not just an episode 1 and done kind of thing. I really want that kind of thing to ripple through and not just be, oh yeah, he got out of the house and he was fine. Because the film has built this over the season perfectly that he's lost everything. He's lost the ability to be a lawyer like he wants to. He knows the truth about the electricity but still can't really accept it. He's been bought out of his own firm. It's over. There's no better place to end this story with him. So I hope they stick to their guns, but regardless whether he lives or he doesn't, I'm sure these writers have something up their sleeve that's even better than anything that I could imagine. Part of me is upset that I wasn't on the Better Call Saul train when the train was running, but I am happy that I don't have to wait a year or two for another season, that I can just binge this one season after another. One more thing just before I wrap up my thoughts and give us a grade on this season. Kim's car crash was just a very clear reminder that this is television on a television budget. It looked quite janky. It might have been intentional, but it really reminded me that this is TV still somehow. The quality is beyond what we get with movies. And it's a testament to how good this show really is. So for me, Better Call Saul Season 3, it has to get an 8 at least. Why not a 10 or something? I feel like this show has even higher places it wants to go yet. And the legendary status, it'll come if this show just keeps continuing the way it is. So where am I at? Very much looking forward to the 4th season because I have been itching to get back to it and I won't let myself watch it until I've reviewed it. So I am very excited to get back into it now. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing or liking the video if you want to continue to see more of me talking about Better Call Saul. If you've made it all the way through to the end, you're a bloody legend. I hope you guys all have a great day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.